today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Jason.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Well, when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns, I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there. A big one.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Allen. Completes it to the fullback, Ham.
Allen's pass.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
1 yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever. At 43 years of age now, it's the great Tom Brady.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Brady's throw there complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Thrown to Parker, complete on the slant. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Cincinnati.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Now Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with third and 11 coming up. And it's throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
Makes this Washington 7, Bengals 3.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Takes over first and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The ball carrier.
The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 15 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
On second and 9, Allen, the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
It's now third down.
On third and long, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because...
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From From the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. He gets it left side to Johnson. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. The catch made by Miller. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
For a Washington. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Allen now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And again, it's Allen. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll run it with Johnson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
to Johnson again. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and
from the gun, Allen. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. And a Bengal 1st down.
They're running the jet sweep here to Parker. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 44-yard line. A first down carry for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Bengals.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Brings up 3rd.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Bengals score.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 27, Allen. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Za'Darius Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's now 3rd down.
Allen now throwing on 3rd and long. And got his man complete. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Washington. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes Davante Adams in the offense for their next drive. And we see his collection of highlights. He's always so tough to cover.
He really is, and there are plenty of reasons why. Runs great routes, has an understanding of what defenses want to do against him, and really has a great determination to go up and get the football. He decides it's his, and no one else's.
And he's decided that a lot so far in this game. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Parker, incomplete. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Now Brady again. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
Again, it's Brady. Ebron with it over the middle.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 14.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on second down. Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver.
But now it'll be third down. Brady to throw again. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And it's 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with a Washington.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Harrison Butker is set to kick
The
off.
Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Bengals.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
2nd and 3.
From the 45 on second down, Brady.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Cincinnati.
On play action, it's Brady. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Davante Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass. Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Brady going to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Back now comes the offense. Madden spotlight time as we shine it on Josh Allen. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always fun for them when they're not just winning on the scoreboard, but they're contributing in a big way. You see him throwing touchdown passes, watching this video here. It's got to be a fun time for him and a relaxed time because nothing is pressing.
Relaxed, cool, calm, collective, all those things describing him right now. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and...
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On 1st down, Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Barkley, the ball carrier, taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and
operating from the gun. Brady got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A gain of 13. It's a first down. The gun, Brady. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
On second and 12, Brady, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
On the carry.
Saquon Barkley, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And his kick is good. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. That catch good for only a couple. So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
It's second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Allen to throw once more. He'll find Miller. That's complete.
That's another Washington.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 15-yard line.
On second down, It's Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And Ingram hauls it in. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Brady sacked. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Cincinnati.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st down, Cincinnati.
They get it to Funchess on the jet sweep. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So word against symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That's good for a Washington.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Allen's throw is complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen buying time to us, so they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part 1 of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing